Coach Harper is joined by Alexus Dye and Rae Burrell. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then go to questions for the players.
Well, to say we're disappointed is an understatement. Love coaching this team and would have loved to have been playing on Sunday. But, obviously Kentucky's playing great right now. They're sharing the ball. They're scoring, obviously, very well. And, we just didn't make enough plays on either end of the court to get the win. And, that it's tough. It's a tough one to swallow. But I'm really proud of our team and our effort and our fight and our no-quit attitude.
Questions for Alexus or Rae? Again, please designate who you're directing your question to.
Alexus Dye, there's something about you in postseason where you turn into a different player. 26 points tonight, I believe 10 rebounds. Just what is it about you in postseason that gets you so fired up?
Winning, honestly. I wanted to, help my team win a ring. That's all. I'm all about winning, so it just turned me up even more. So, I know I have to be there for my teammates. I have to push myself extra in order to help my team succeed.
Rae, if there's another positive for you to take out of this trip, it's that you have definitely found your offense again. What has been the difference for you right now?
Just like what Snoop said, we trying to win, and then my team's been putting me in great positions to get some good points, so that's helped a lot. And then just stepping up because it's one and done now, so everybody has to step up.
Rae, the team had 17 assists last night, 22 today. Even though it was a loss, what do you feel like that says about the progress this offense has made, especially going into the tournament?
We've been sharing the ball great. We've been moving it really well. It's definitely a positive for us moving forward. It's something that we've been getting better at, and we're going to continue to get better at.
That's all we have for you ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
You take my name.
Questions for Coach?
Start right there.
Coach, kind of multiple storylines here. One is the offensive resurgence of both Alexus and Rae. Two, your freshmen, the way they came forward in postseason. And was it just another case of a game where you just got in that hole early and it was too much to overcome?
Well, obviously you don't want to give a team 9 threes in the first half. I think it's pretty tough to overcome. We had our chances. I tell you, we had it. We had a breakaway. We didn't convert. I think could have cut it to 1 or tied it at that point, I think, or maybe even going ahead. And we gave up an and one on the other end. So I thought that was a huge play. Statistically, offensively, we had a pretty good showing. 74 points and 47% from the field. Other than making a few more free throws, statistically we're pretty good offensively. Defensively is the area that we weren't able to win in tonight. It was definitely a defense that we just couldn't keep up with Kentucky. So, our offense is better, but it's going to be hard for us to score more than 83. So that's where, your defense has got to be a little tighter. I am proud of our freshmen. They came in and gave us good minutes. They came in and made plays. And, this is they battled. They didn't back down, and proud of them. But I think everybody that we put in the game at some point made plays for us.
Kellie, just wondering, how much of a challenge has it been to try to adjust without Jordan on both ends of the floor? And do you feel like you've kind of found some things out here and maybe some roles that have changed a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest adjustment that we worked on was our offense. Jordan has the ability to create shots for herself and others, and we had to tweak some things offensively to try to make up for that. Defensively, just we had to have next man up. You know, we had to have different people step up. Obviously, we're missing her there. I think the biggest challenge for us without her is on the boards. We just lost a lot on the boards with her that we're not making up right now. And you know, I can tweak some things on offense, and I might can do some different things on defense, but I'm very limited on what I can do with our work on the boards.
Kellie, you mentioned the 9 threes in the first half. When a team's making 50%, I think they ended up 10 or so threes. Is there any defense when a team is shooting it that well?
I thought we had some breakdowns defensively. You know, it's one thing to make contested threes. It's another to make open threes. I thought we gave up too many open threes. A lot of those threes, or not a lot, several of those threes in the first half came off of offensive boards and kickouts, and well, that's deflating to a team. You know, to give up an offensive board and then them hit a three. That was, you know, that's an area if we could have shored up some of those boards, and you may take off some of those threes.
Coach, following that, what were some of the defensive breakdowns that you saw that allowed some of those open threes?
Yeah, I thought our transition defense wasn't as good as it needs to be, and that doesn't necessarily just mean breakaway layups, but our matchups weren't always where they needed to be. We were a little bit late at times. Our ball screen defense in the second half, we had some breakdowns. You know, and then, like I said, we weren't going to affect them. I mean, we just didn't affect them. They did exactly what they wanted to do with their pace, and that's where, you know, you're just trying to do something different defensively to try to help out there.
And also, Coach Elsley spoke on the bond that you two have, and that when you're not playing each other, you root for each other. Just how special is that bond facing an old teammate?
Yeah, you know, I'm proud of Kyra, and you know, obviously. Love to pull for my former teammates, and we were pretty close. So she was a great teammate while she was when we were at Tennessee, and you know, I call her a really good friend.
Coach, by reaching the semifinal, do you think you've done enough to host the NCAA early rounds? And then this time between tournaments, what can you use that for besides getting, you know, the team a little bit of rest?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we have. I mean, I think we've been competitive. You know, our last couple losses have been to teams that are playing well, and but we were really competitive in those games as well. So I think we've got good wins, and I think we've still been fighting. So I hope so. In terms of what we're going to do, I did tell the team. I'll tell you guys. Sorry for keeping you, but tell you a story. I remember one year we lost in the SEC tournament when I was a player, and Pat came in and said, "We've got about 2 weeks. We have to get better." And I guess we just said okay, and we got better, and we ended up winning a national championship. And so I talked to our team about taking this time, and it's not huge. I mean, we don't have to overhaul things, but just a few more plays here and there could really be the difference in one more ball game. And I told them I love them, and I would love to coach them as many more games as I could possibly coach them, but I did tell them there's a limit. It's 6. That's all you get to play from here on out. And so I told them I would take 6. That would be fine. Love coaching this group.
2 questions. First, Alexus Dye, I think, impressed last night, and today topped that performance. Have you seen something that specifically just clicked for her, whether it's confidence-wise going into this tournament?
She's just playing with great motivation. We asked her, I asked, what are you doing? What'd you do? What'd you eat? Did you sleep great? Or, you know, she said, I'm trying to get a ring. And I tell you, you go back and you look at this kid's history, that's all she knows, championships. She's got a bunch of them. So she was on a mission. Obviously, she turned up her level of aggressiveness, and obviously we needed her. I mean, we were really, really trying to get the ball to her and give her some opportunities.
And then secondly, in regard to now getting better as a team, taking this time to get better, your freshmen feel like they're on the cusp of that. You know, how happy with your performance, and how close do you feel like they are to closing that gap where you need them to be?
Yeah, I think they made good plays, and I think this will give them confidence. And I think it will, allow us to push them even more. I think in practice to be able to find minute ways to get better. But it's got to be from everybody. I think if we could be a little bit, I'll go back to the boards. If we could be a little bit more disciplined in our box outs. You save 4 or 5 boards, and that might have been a different ball game. And and I told the team the further you play in a tournament, whether it's SEC tournament or the NCAA tournament, your margin for error gets smaller, and you can't make as many mistakes. And that's what we've got to start doing right now is cleaning up some of those mistakes that we can control.
Coach, as you all get better, gear up for the NCAA tournament, what can you all do to just kind of learn from this 2-day stretch and just get better as you get ready for the tournament?
Yeah, I think we can take a lot of positives out of this, to be honest with you, and then also think that we can, get our legs back under us. That'll be good. Continue to work on our offensive efficiency and execution, and then defensively a few less breakdowns. I think just a little bit more discipline with our box outs, like I mentioned, and you got to make your free throws too. So hopefully during this week we can shoot a lot of free throws because I think we missed 7, and that could have changed the complexion of the game as well.
That's all we have time for tonight. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.